Before the break, we introduced you to some of the students who will hopefully carry Dorchester County onward for generations. That, of course, depends on those young people staying in the area. Now, one way to encourage that, having good jobs available for them to fill.
Cambridge International, a Rexnord company, has those jobs. As a matter of fact, students have opportunities to intern there before they're even employed. The more than 100-year-old company produces conveyor belts, architectural mesh, and filtration apparatus.
It's over 100 years old, so that's how long the company's been around.
What were you doing more than 10 decades ago? Chances are you didn't exist yet. Mr. Pink of the Pink family was coming up with an idea to start making wire cloth on his own.
So in 1911, he actually founded Cambridge Wire Cloth Company here in Cambridge, Maryland, and started to make wire cloth here in Cambridge.
But he didn't stop there.
They actually started to look at what else was the industry demanding, because remember, everybody wants things quicker, everybody wants things yesterday, and we live in a microwavable society. How fast can I get it?
The real game changer was when the company developed a continuous metal conveyor belt, so that instead of processing product in batches, it could be continuous. 109 years later, it's grown into what you see today. Cambridge International, a Rexnord company, is one of the world's largest metal manufacturing conveyor belt companies.
Most of the equipment that manufactures the belt is homemade equipment, so we make that right in-house. Tons of different machines, all doing basically the same thing, doing metal conveyor belts. Have some very small belts in the back, and as we go up through, you'll have some larger belts.
If you're anything like me, you see conveyor belts all the time, but rarely stop to think about how or where they're made. In fact, Dion Banks, who's now the company's commercial operations analyst, was encouraged to work here by his mother, as she did. But he thought his mom was going to work to make an article of clothing to loop through jeans.
She was like, dude, we don't just make belts around your waist, we make belts for product and brakes and food and all that super kind of cool stuff. So again, no, I don't think people really think about it. I mean, my allowance came from this place for like, what, 20 years, right? And I didn't know, right? So
the facility, tucked away on Goodwill Road in Cambridge, puts out a product that reaches industries all over the world.
There's not a room that you could walk into where we didn't touch something. So when you think about snack products, let's say the potato chip, we are involved with getting that potato out of the ground through harvesting. We're involved with cleaning that potato. We're involved with slicing that potato. We are involved with frying that potato. Then it goes to a part where it's seasoned. Then it goes to where it's proofed, looking for chips that may not meet the standard. Then it's seasoned, it's packaged, and sent on another conveyor where it's then shipped out to their customers.
It's taking the fluids off of the belt so that when it comes down into the welding area, we have a nice clean belt to weld off of.
And belts are only the beginning. The company also creates filtration apparatus to aid in the purification process of beer, wine, and chemicals.
While one product is doing one specific thing, is that all it can do? In the marketplace, is there someone else that could possibly need this? Is there an opportunity for us to create something new using the same competencies and capabilities that we have that could launch us into a new market?
They launched into the architectural market in 2002. Cambridge Architectural uses conveyor belt materials to make mesh used for buildings in all kinds of different places.
These are decorative panels that'll probably go in elevator cabs in really nice buildings, hotels. Once you see it here, then you'll start to notice it when you're out.
Right now, Cambridge International has about 190 employees. Tom Crody has been here for more than 20 years.
Love coming to work because of the people. It feels like a family here. And again, you've been here 20 years, it really feels like a family at that point. It's great interacting with everybody. Very open culture here.
Josh Townsend started as an intern.
Great bosses, great people to work with. Very willing to teach me anything I needed to know.
Tell me what you're doing here.
I'm shoving rods through a batter belt right now. French fries ride right here on the top and get dipped in the batter.
They're constantly working to develop more employees like Josh. In fact, the company partners with Dorchester Career Technology Center to bring in welding interns. As important as furthering their product in different marketplaces is scouting local talent before they pick up and leave.
But these kids may not necessarily think there are opportunities here for them to live a great life. So if we can partner with them and get them involved in our programs and learning about what we do, then we can create that type of goal for them to live a great life without having to leave.
a company committed to its community, dedicated to development, and one most certainly game for growth.
Now, from here on, Dion says there is a big push to grow the company internationally, but he says no matter what, the core of their product will be manufactured in Cambridge.
Did you even know all of that
Didn't.
was made here on
No,
Delmarva
no
in
kidding.
Dorchester County? I
Yeah.
didn't either.